Welcome again to Gerald-Johan Vanoise educational channel. I will explain something else which comes from the book Sound in Form, which I in this case will call a method of controlled synesthesia. I'm not going to go too deep into the meanings themselves and how you can recognize the meanings, how you can analyze the meanings, but the synesthesia itself, how you can learn it, will be my next focus, maybe of the next couple of videos. I will give some examples of words, how you can change them into forms, and the meanings will reveal itself a little bit better that way. The underlying theory, I will not go much deeper into it, but more into the physical formations, how you can learn it. It's a little bit like the logo forming of a word which you make or design according to a wish, according to letters that are part of the words. But the meanings will formulate itself if you do it well, or will be recognizable. And you can learn very easily this theory because you can make mistakes, and it doesn't matter very much because we have very easy references, which are the words themselves. If you make a mistake, the mistakes will make themselves more easily visible in a way I will explain just now. Just as an example, for instance, we take the word sun. So this is a very good expression of the word sun with the in the middle. I will not go deeper into the underlying meanings, but the letter the correct expression of it, is very well expressed with there with that point in the middle. If you would make a mistake, for instance, and you would express it a little bit more like a I, the letter I, or the I, what they say in English, it's I from in, the word in, for instance, and you stretch it just like the I form in the middle, so you put it really in the middle, and it emphasizes the complete form as well. So you express it wrongly, you get a different form, of course. And the nice thing about it is that it will remind you of a different word. So if I will put it like a I, much more like a I, it will not remind you of sun, but it will already remind you of a word sin. It's very funny, but that's already an example that if you make a mistake and you have a wrong expression, it will also look a little bit more of a different word, of a different association, and they will fit. It will fit. I will get to that a little bit more often in this video. And I will take random words that come to my mind. So, well, my first random word that was in my mind was the Dutch word KONIJN. So I will express the word KONIJN, and I will make it more easy, and I will also take the English words for it later in this video. So KONIJN is very easy. It starts with a K, so it's splitting up of a form. Which form? The O or the space, so there will be a splitting of a space with the N as the next letter. So the N, it has to get you to different sections, intersections, so you can choose one of these intersections. So we'll make a first attempt. So we will take the O mostly leads to different regions. So let's take the 5 regions, and we'll take 5 different possibilities, and we'll take them all together. So we think, okay, and then form the different regions with centers of their own. So does this look like a rabbit, like a KONIJN, because it's the word KONIJN? No, it doesn't. So what did I do wrong? And that's very interesting, because when you know the letters, you know that it has to fit certain parameters, and don't forget these parameters. And if you forget them, you get to your form is a different word. And I'll explain it here. It's very easy. There's a difference between the M or the N. There's the mistake. The M is really So you take all the forms together, all the possibilities together, and you have then of the intersections. So all the intersections together is more the letter M. If you just choose one intersection only, it's the letter N. So what did I do? I took all the intersections, I took all the possibilities of splitting this word into the word KONIJN. It's not KONIJN, this is an expression of the word KONIJN. What is KONIJN? You see, this is the plant KONIJN. So I looked up the word KONIJN on the internet, and I got this message, this image, and this image accidentally also fits very well to KONIJN. So this is the expression of KONIJN, not KONIJN. So I have to start anew. So we learned already a mistake. The N can only take one section, so one direction. So let's start anew with the KONIJN. KONIJN. Does this look already like KONIJN? No, because there's too much going on in the middle. It's too much connections, and it doesn't look like a KONIJN at all. So I have to limit myself a little bit more than that. So ko, that we know already. The I in different directions, it's not a correct A, it's a long A, so it has to go from the kon to the I, so the I is also different from E. The E is only one one center that has it's inserted. Now there are two centers that going out of it, or inserted and out and going out as well. So in out has to be the same. That's the letter I, the long I. So then we know already how we have to express it. How is it? So the I for the KONIJN, here I have it already. 2 points going in, 2 points going out. This is more already looks more like a rabbit, more rabbit like you see it hanging at a butcher. How you have to eat it more in that way. So that's the direction where the word KONIJN goes to. So probably KONIJN is more something that you want to eat, and that hangs there at the butcher. That's our image of KONIJN. So we're going to eat it. It's not a funny rabbit somewhere. No, the KONIJN is something we like to eat. Rabbit. Okay, let's visit the word rabbit then. It goes into this direction. Doesn't look like a rabbit. It's more like it reminds me more like of a mouse or something, of an owl or something, but it not at all. But I can see it's going somewhere, but not the way of a rabbit, which is a bit strange. So I try again with rap. So I will focus on the rap. What's wrong with the rap? So the B, which is this growing on the surface. I will emphasize it a little bit so that I start off it in a good direction. And it looks a bit like the rap of the rhabarber, but also of the rap of a rap in general. So this goes in that direction, so that's fine. So the starting point is fine. Doesn't lead me to the direction of rabbit, but I have rap, but more like a P. The rabbit is not b, it's not b, it's rap. It's with the letter P. There is also a difference between P and B, so I should not forget the difference. Yeah, I have it. So the rap and the rap. So the B, the P, and the P. It's a pressure from within, but if the pressure is out of the object, completely out of it, and you have like a peeling off, then you have the P. If it's still the pressure from within, it's the letter B. So it has to be somewhere in the middle. So the rab of rab, but the B has more form like you see underneath. So this should be more or less in the direction of the rap of the rabbit. That's the starting point, is more like underneath. So that is closer. That should be closer. So if I start to multiply it a little bit, I get this form a little bit. When I play a little bit, I get these forms a little bit. Does it look like a rabbit at all? The maximum I get all out of it is this rabbit, which you have there on the top. So I assume that rabbit was not really a word that was originally used for a rabbit. I assume it refers to something else, not exactly like how we see a bunny. In England they rather say a rabbit bunny than a rabbit. So rabbit is reminds us of this wrapping up and going together, but not like the rabbit as we know it. This is an investigation. Just remember it. In the end, I will make the conclusion why there are differences in these words. Bunny, on the other hand, okay, I can see here. So the in the middle is a difference in color, and with the E of bunny, how it is written and so on. So we have some flaps at the end, and it's very playful, and it is color differences. This is a much more playful word. So what is the difference between all these three words? KONIJN, for me, the conclusion is this is more the KONIJN. So this is the KONIJN is used like in the butcher, like it is, like we see it. We see this as food and as nothing else. The rabbit itself more refers to the rabbit hole, to the eating process, to the muffy hanging together of forms, but not really not the food anymore. It's more it has a lot of associations which are hardly very connected to the rabbit, especially not for the rabbit as for food or how funny it looks. But the bunny, this one looks more funny. It is the playful thing of the bunny. So these are three different ways to look at the rabbit, bunny or KONIJN, and it's in the words that you can try to understand and learn them. And when you express them well, you understand what the words really express. This was an example of my theory in practice. How you can learn it. I can learn more about what the words really mean by succeeding to change the words into forms like a very controlled synesthesia. The book is still out. You can read it. It's called Sound Informed Methodical Synesthesia. In this way, controlled synesthesia was maybe a better formulation in when you go to the practice of it. The book is out on Trafford, so you can find it there as well, or you can find it on my own website. Thanks for watching again. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube if you like. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.